name's Tim Lucas. I have Champ Camp Racing Loft, and what I'm trying to accomplish is I'd like to sell enough birds to put my birds in one-loft races and win one-loft races. That's what I'm really trying to do. And at least I'm not worried about selling enough of them to really make me money, but at least halfway break even or keep it from getting into my pocket so much. Trying to win races, one-loft races. That's what I want to do.
Tell me about the birds that you've had in the past and why you've migrated to the birds that you have now.
The reason I have the ones I got now is because I believe Mona Lisa is the best breeder Mike's ever had. So I'm not going to sell for second best. So that's why I've got the birds I've got now.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the family of birds you have, how many birds you have, what kind of birds you have, things like that.
I have 3 males off of, or 3 females off of Mona Lisa. I have a Fam's Legend Mona Lisa. I have a male wingman aviator Mona Lisa, a son Einstein with Rocket and Mona Lisa. I have the Da Vinci pair that I got in Vegas, son of Da Vinci and Mona Lisa, along with a daughter of Da Vinci and Mona Lisa.
I can see myself being in Tim's shoes about 25 years ago, and Tim's doing a lot like what I was doing then. He started with birds that he could afford and birds that were good birds, and he built himself up to the point now where he just mentioned he wanted the best. And it's the same with me. Up to this date, I bought over 50 national ace pigeons. Not all were good, but most of them were, and a lot of people will tell you racers aren't always the best breeders, but I would defy that with, out of the 50 ace pigeons I bought, I would probably say 45 were extremely good breeders, which is very high. I built my way up just like I see what Tim's doing with the pigeon sport, and Mona Lisa is the best breeding pigeon I have ever owned in my life, and that's 50 plus national ace pigeons of 3 different countries. That's a strong statement to say, but there's so many winners in my loft that I sent out with GFL bands, not including what other people have bred off of GFL birds that have bred winners in major races in South Africa, and everybody's heard of the $1 million races. I had Mike has a very good one, a 2013 bred bird, GFL 438. She won over $100,000 in the races. I was pulling her every week. She'd win the pulls every week. And it was really cool because I'd get up on Wednesday to watch the race, and I'd bet her, and I'd win $7,000 or $8,000. So then I'd bet her on Saturday's training race and win another $8,000 or $9,000. And I didn't win every race, all that money, but there was a large percentage of them that I would. Once in a while I would lose a couple thousand, but the percentages were in my favor. So to make a long story short, the final race came, and everybody said Mike won't get. Mike has a very good one because this is a 413-mile race. It's going to be very difficult, 90 plus degrees, high humidity. You know, he's just throwing his money away by betting on her. So they had a Zandy Memorial race where it was an additional $1,000 bet. There was like 170 some people that entered into it. So I didn't get first in that, but I was second, and she won like $53,500 just in that one race on that pool. And going back to the final race, it was a very, very difficult race. Only 53 birds were capable of making it home on the day. She came right before dark. She was the last bird home. She never gave up, and she was just an exceptional pigeon. You know, the Mona Lisa stuff, they're very fast, they're very tough, they'll fly in the headwinds, they love headwinds better than tailwinds. Hot weather, humidity does not affect them. They'll be on top against 300 birds, and they'll be on top against 4,000 or 5,000 birds. And they win not only in the United States. They won in Portugal this year. They've won in Canary Islands last year, and they've done super in South Africa for the last 3 years. So Tim sees this just like I do. That's why I have 60 children of Mona Lisa, made it to my best cocks. Tim's bought Wingman from me, and Wingman's son just bred the third place, 1 second out of first place, San Francisco Bay Triple Crown 350-mile winner just a couple weeks ago. 1 more second, it would have been first. And that's the son of Wingman. And then he's bought in Einstein, which is my best son of Rocket Mona Lisa. And Rocket, I was asked the question earlier, what is the best national ace pigeon that I've ever bought in my life? And Rocket is the best that I've ever bought. So I mated him to Mona Lisa, and I bred, I think, 8 children, all 8 bred winners. And Tim brought my best one, my favorite, Einstein. What more can I say? So Tim owns a Wingman, the Aviator Mona Lisa son. Tim owns my best Rocket Mona Lisa son, which is Einstein. And he's bought in 3 super hens for me over the last 3 years. You mentioned the Da Vinci hen that he bought in Vegas. I also thought the same. I almost didn't put it in. I did because I like to offer my best. I don't keep only my best. I like to sell the best. I won't sell a bird I don't like. And if Tim's going to be successful, when he wins, I win. But Mona Lisa GFL 487 of 06 is the best pigeon I've ever owned in my life. The mother to Mike has a very good one is GFL 411 of 09. She's a daughter of Rocket with Mona Lisa. And the father is a pigeon I called Wolverine. I went to Belgium 2 or 3 years ago, and I went to Philip and Nicholas Norman's loft. And the reason I went there was to look at the pigeon called Abraham, because Philip Norman won South Africa in 2008 with a son of Abraham. So I figured I'll go there. I want to handle Abraham. I want to see if this was a real victory or was it a lucky win. When I handled Abraham, I realized it was one of the nicest 10 males I've ever handled in going to Europe. So my next thought in my mind as I was thinking was to try to handle several children of Abraham and walk out of there with what I think are the best children of Abraham. I bought Wolverine, which is the son of Abraham. I studied him. I figured he would go great with 411. I mated them together, and history was made. Mike has a very good one came, so did several other children. They're winning in different countries, and I believe that Mike has a very good one, will probably be my next Mona Lisa in the years to come.